Today's topic for Coffee Talk is how do we choose the colour for you when you come to have your eyebrows done. So I've got a couple of props here, so let's dive in. When you come to have your eyebrows done with us, you are given an email about 3 days before you come, and part of the advice is that you arrive with your pencil drawn on as you like to have it done, including the colour that you normally like to use. So if you don't want to do that, or if you are uncomfortable doing that, bring the colour pencil, pomade or powder that you normally use with you when you come with us, and then between the two of us we'll come up with a solution in relation to the end result. Bear in mind that whatever pigment is used in order to give you the colour of your choice in the end result, it looks way darker in the bottle, and that's why we never show you. I use a lot of facial morphology tools in order to determine the best eyebrow shape for yourself. We want you to look like you, but there are 6 basic face shapes, and usually the eyebrow that you already have when you arrive to us is the one that actually suits you the best, to be honest. But we use these as guideline tools in order to be able to determine the best shape for you. And then depending on the brand of product that I'm going to use, I use Permablend and I use Tina Davies as well. And what's great about being able to show you, I'd like to see, can you see it there? What hair colours and skin colours are suited to best are usually a great guide as to how, focus there, how you're going to look like in the end result. So that's why we never show you the bottle, only because if you saw the bottle, you'd go, oh no, that's far too dark for me. So eyebrows that you see out there at the moment that have turned orange or green or purple, eyebrow pigments have come on so much, particularly in the last 8 years. And this is a great time for you to have your eyebrows done because the formulations are done for Caucasian skin, white skin, and it depends on your skin tone, what type of skin you have, and the colour that you want will determine which of these inorganic pigments that I will use for you. So I just want to show you here that, say for example, that you went for a blonde. Can you see it there? Is that the blonde one? Oh, it's medium ash brown. This is the medium ash brown. So this is the colour that it actually implants at. And then over the 30 days after that, it actually fades off to this colour down here. And then when you come back to us at step 2, you can decide whether you want to go a little bit darker or darker or darker again. So eyebrows that you see out there at the moment that have turned orange or green or purple, eyebrow pigments have come on so much, particularly in the last 8 years. And this is a great time for you to have your eyebrows done because the formulations are done for Caucasian skin, white skin. And it depends on your skin tone, what type of skin you have, and the colour that you want will determine which of these inorganic pigments that I will use for you. So I just want to show you here that, say for example, that you went for a blonde. Can you see it there? Is that the blonde one? Oh, it's medium ash brown. This is the medium ash brown. So this is the colour that it actually implants at. And then over the 30 days after that, it actually fades off to this colour down here. And then when you come back to us at step 2, you can decide whether you want to go a little bit darker or darker or darker again. So just to be reassured of that the colour that you choose to have your eyebrows done in, it actually fades off to a lesser version of the original colour, which is great. So you're not going to be going around with funky colours like these oranges and mauves and violets and what colours am I seeing coming in? Greens. And these are the old style pigments that people, we had no choice 12 years ago. They were being imported from the likes of Japan and China because they have that's where the work originated. Firstly, but secondly, they have a yellow base to their skin tone, so the colours had to be modified by us at best to get it warm for Caucasian skin. So it didn't work very well, and now thank God the formulations have changed in the last 8 years and they're absolutely wonderful. This here, Permablend is another brand that I use, and actually this brand is also inorganic, and it's also they're all REACH compliant, which is the safest possible way. REACH compliancy came in about 18 months ago maybe. So the whole tattoo inks were re-evaluated by the safety authorities, including pigments. Now, we don't use ink in our tattoos, we use pigments, and they're all, thank God, are REACH compliant. But anyway, this is the permablend group of eyebrow pigments that I have. I just want to reassure all of you that I do not use a black pigment. I don't have it in my repertoire. I had, but it's only ideal for eyeliners, and I don't do eyeliner. So black pigment, what makes black pigment black is the addition of blue. So if you see those blue eyebrows out there, it's because they were... So just to let you know that I do not have black in my repertoire of eyebrow pigments. Firstly, my own opinion is that I feel that a black brow is incredibly severe, and it can actually make you look angry and cross. They're my own opinions, and therefore I threw out the black pigment. I do not have it in my repertoire at all. I do have darkest brown, which is absolutely a wonderful colour if you're looking for a very dark brow. But sometimes you could see these people out there with blue eyebrows, or that they've turned a blue ash, and that's because a black pigment was used, firstly, and secondly, it was used in organic pigment, which is designed for 5 to 8 years, whereas our pigments are actually designed to fade. So we do not use black. End of. So I always warn our clients when they come to us that be sure to let the family know that when they come home the evening the work is done, that what they come home with is not the end result. In fact, it's so not the end result that you're going to come back a second time. So the evening the work is done, please tell them not to be eyeballing you, or to be supportive. The following day they can be darker again, and then over the next couple of days after that, then they gradually soften. They soften by anything between 30 and 70%. We're very dependent on the mercy of your skin. We can do a stellar job, but we are very dependent on your skin as to how you heal. And that's what's great about your second appointment. And we can make any adjustments that need to be made so that we can give you your end result, which is the colour that you're looking for. So don't come in looking for a black eyebrow, because we don't possess black in our repertoire of pigments, but we can give you the darkest. So there you go. I hope that reassures you that you are not going to get a black brow. And we're very, very guided by the pencil that you bring in. Sometimes a lot of blonde ladies with grey hair, ladies with ash brown hair usually go for a taupe colour, and we would use then an ash blonde colour, brown, on that type of client. But even the evening that work is done, it usually looks very, very dark, and some people could think, oh my God, she used the wrong colour. And before the work is started, we show you the bottle so that you're reassured that the colour that we used on you is the colour that we agreed on. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions or you want me to discuss anything more in relation to eyebrow pigments, please reach out and I'll cover it. It's great that we can discuss these things so that you can be reassured.